In this video, I want to deal with one of the slanders that the Seventh-day Adventist organization has been spreading against the Catholic Church for over 150 years. Now, when I say they've been doing this for over 150 years, let me make this very clear from the beginning. I do not believe there's a Seventh-day Adventist member looking for truth. If after over 150 years they do not have one member or one scholar in that organization that can realize what they're completely saying is a distortion of history, then they are not looking for truth. Don't tell me they're looking for truth when you can't find it after over 150 years. Now, the Seventh-day Adventists want to make the little horn of Daniel chapter 7 and Daniel chapter 8 the papacy of the Catholic Church in some way. And first of all, the little horn in Daniel chapter 8 clearly comes out of the Grecian Empire. You have to stretch it, twist it, turn it, do a lot of things to it to make it come out of the Roman Empire, when it is very clear in the scripture itself in Daniel chapter 8 that the little horn of Daniel chapter 8 comes out of the Grecian Empire. So it's impossible for chapter 8 to be the little horn or the papacy in any way. I'm going to be making a video shortly on the little horn of Daniel chapter 7 and show you who I feel that little horn is as well. But anyway, this little horn, according to the Seventh-day Adventists, is supposed to be the papacy. And now, according to Daniel chapter 7, it talks about how this little horn uproots three of the kingdoms or defeats them and so forth. So the Seventh-day Adventists go along with this, and they say that the one of the kingdoms that the papacy was supposed to have uprooted were the Herlians. That's H-E-R-U-L-I. Now then, and here's why I say, if after over 150 years they do not have a scholar worth his weight in salt that realizes and can find out the truth that the Herlians were not defeated by the papacy, they were defeated by the Lombards. Now then, if you'll go to the history of the Goths by Herwig Wolfram and Thomas J. Dunlop, on page 318, you'll find them talking about this very thing and how the Lombards defeated the Herlians, not the Catholic Church or the papacy. In fact, the Lombards were actually enemies of the Catholic Church because of their Arian views of Christianity. They were at odds with the papacy over this because of their Arian views. And it is clear from history, in the book I read on the history of the Goths, and other books as well, that the Herlians were defeated by the Lombards, not the Catholic Church. So that shoots everything down that they say about this little horn of Daniel chapter 7 and Daniel chapter 8. Now then, again, this is something they've taught over 150 years. Seventh-day Adventists, if you're looking for truth, you will search this out for yourself, and you'll come by this video and you'll say, Ben Golly, I found out you're right. The Catholic Church or the papacy didn't defeat the Herlians. It was the Lombards and not the... So the little horn of Daniel chapter 7 and 8 cannot be the papacy. And if so, then we've been wrong for 150 years because we've had the wrong kingdoms down. Excuse me. So let's see if they're honest enough to and see if they're really searching for truths. Again, to all the Catholics who want to know, if the Herlians were not defeated by the papacy, they were defeated by the Lombards. The Seventh-day Adventists had been teaching that the papacy defeated them for over 150 years. Let's see if they're searching for truth. Until next time, this has been Golly saying, God bless.